This is a day in the life of a Japanese politician. This is Ayumi, 36 years old, living in Tokyo, and she's just waking up for work. Oh, and that's her 2-year-old son, Hiro-kun. They live in a 3 LDK apartment together with her husband, but he's away during the weekdays. It's called tanshin funin in Japanese, which means married partner living separately from the family for work. It's fairly common in Japan. Since he's not around, Ayumi's mother comes by every morning to help out. Hiro-kun is quite active, so she helps watch him, while Ayumi cooks and gets ready for the day. The first thing she does is prepare for Hiro-kun's breakfast. She feels it's important for her son to have a balanced Japanese-style meal every day, but doesn't have the time in the morning to prepare all of the dishes, so she does a lot of the meal prep whenever she has free time. Now, while Hiro-kun slowly works on his breakfast with grandma, Ayumi prepares a typical Japanese bento box for his lunch. Wow, that looks delicious! Oh no, I think her son is getting fussy. Oh, Ayumi is making a kiara-ben. It's short for character bento, and it's very common in Japan to prepare it for kids so they can have fun during their lunchtime. After breakfast, she helps Hiro-kun practice reading hiragana. Finally, she gets time to get herself ready. It only takes Ayumi 5 minutes to get ready since she took a bath the night before. I think that's a Day in the Life series women's record. And for her breakfast, she's having a banana smoothie. Nice! That's a pin given to only city council members. Before work, she takes her son to nursery school. In Tokyo, getting your child enrolled in a nursery school can be as competitive as getting into university, but dual working parents have a slight advantage. So Ayumi lives fairly close to her office, sometimes even taking her bicycle, but today she's decided to take the bus. The ride itself is less than 20 minutes, relatively short compared to most Japanese salaryman commutes. So Ayumi works as a Kugi Kaigin, in English, a city council member for Minato-ku in Tokyo. Confusingly, the term ku in English means ward, a subdivision of a city, yet in Tokyo, all of the 23 wards, like Minato-ku, are classified as cities since they're equally independent and governed like a city, even with their own mayor. So I'm just in front of City Hall, and Ayumi should be arriving in just a little bit. Oh, there she is! Let's go see how she's doing. Good morning! What time did you sleep last night?
昨日は1時ぐらいに寝ました。
It's super hot today, right?
今日も暑い。もう今日も子供もとっても暑い思いをして保育園に行きました。
So Ayumi has been working as a city council member for over 5 years, and this is her second term. There are 34 council members in Minato City, directly elected by citizens every 4 years. City council members decide on matters such as budgets, ordinance, and deliberate and decide on municipal policies, all the while working closely with the mayor. This term, 13 out of the 34 members are women, one of the highest representation of women council members in Japan. In fact, only 10.2% of Japan's Diet members are women, the lowest in the G20. Oh, it looks like our intern is patiently waiting at her door. This is Ayumi's office, a very typical style Japanese office. Open island style desk setup with no cubicles so that everyone can easily communicate with one another. Oh, another intern has arrived. So why did you decide to become a city council member?
日本をね良くしたいの私は。私が何とかしなきゃいけないと思って立ち上がりました。
As an intern for a Japanese politician, it's important to always be available when needed. In this case, they stand at the edge of the desk ready and waiting for Ayumi's next instruction. How old are you?
19歳です。
Oh, you're a college student.
はい、大学1年
Which university do you go to?
法政大学。
印刷出すね。
はい。
ありがとう。
What are you gonna do now?
今から会社さんとミーティングをします。行きます。こんにちは。よろしくお願いします。
As a council member, one of her jobs is to discover useful services that the city can offer to its residents. Today, she's meeting with a company who provides short-term childcare services, with the company's hopes to offer the service to the city. In Japan, it's crucial after the meeting to see your clients off, and even more important to wait until they're no longer visible before you leave. Just after her meeting, she decides to go to the city assembly hall to practice her speech for the next council meeting.
2020年第3回定例会において港政策会議を代表して榎本あゆみが区長
She usually doesn't practice, but since they installed a plastic panel for coronavirus recently, she wanted to see how it would be like to speak. Oh cool, that's her seat. All council members are assigned their own seat in the hall. It even has her name on it. So nobody uses the assembly hall right now?
今は議会が閉会してる最中なの。でも私はその9月の議会で代表質問をするから、たくさん今準備をしてなきゃいけないの。
Finally, lunchtime! As a Japanese politician, her schedule is filled from morning till evening, so much so that she can barely take a 30-minute lunch. She often takes lunch at the City Hall public cafeteria located in the building. Prices are quite reasonable, so you'll find even residents visiting City Hall eating here. Tanuki soba, great choice! Wow, the food here is quite reasonably priced, and check out this view. It's pretty amazing. And little secret for all of you, anyone can actually come here. Do you three eat together every day?
いるときはね。
In between meetings, she must diligently follow up on paperwork as her time is limited. Oh, she's using a hanko, an official Japanese stamp. So the hanko stamp system is embedded deeply in Japanese government procedures and sign-off documents. It's the equivalent of an official signature in Western culture. Basically, any official documents in Japan require a hanko stamp for approval. But just this year, Japan's State Minister has been pushing to remove many of the hanko stamp procedures from government documents. But who knows, this plan still needs to get hankoed off. That's a staff member from the City Council office. As a council member, Ayumi often works with the office to discuss council operations. So in addition to meeting with people from outside, she's also responsible for handling internal administrative tasks. Since the Olympics were cancelled in Tokyo, is there a lot of things that you need to take care of?
港区はオリンピックの時にお台場の海でトライアスロンの競技をする予定でした。
They constructed a fence to block out the ocean section used for the race, so people couldn't get in. But since the Olympics were cancelled, they had to take it down. Now, if the Olympics proceed next year, the city will have to rebuild all of the infrastructure, costing additional taxpayer money. So it looks like they're going to be working for a little bit. Let's take advantage of this time and explore the place. So we're on the first floor lobby area right now, and it looks like there's some open meeting tables, so if you wanted to meet someone, you can actually meet them here. And just right in front of our office, it looks like they have some mailboxes for all the people on this floor. Wow, this office is stacked with papers. Like many businesses in Japan, a Japanese government office is still very much paper-based. In fact, Suga, Japan's new prime minister as of this year, is proposing to digitize much of Japan's government services, even ordering the creation of a digital agency. But again, much of this still needs to be budgeted and passed to the National Diet for approval.
これで港区のいろんな事業の書類が入っています。過去5年間分ぐらいが全部入ってます。
So just right here, it looks like they have all their cups and plates, but I'm kind of curious to see what's behind these doors. Let's see. Oh wow, a sink! Who would have thunk? Now it's time to get the party started. As a city council member, she spends a lot of time meeting people, gathering information and hearing problems from residents. So much so, Ayumi is often out of the office.
これから永田町に行きます。
What's there?
永田町は国会議事堂があって国会議員が全員いる場所です。
So Ayumi belongs to the Tokyo branch of the Democratic Party for the People, and today she has an appointment at the party headquarters. She's supposed to drop off a list of supporters, but the truth is she could probably do this by email. The real reason she's here is to discuss internal party matters that don't necessarily get discussed during general party meetings. As a Japanese politician, it's always important to understand what's happening behind the scenes. Now, she's gonna visit one of the officials in the Sangi-in, in English, House of Counselors, which is the upper house of Japan's national diet. He also belongs to the same party, just on the national level. She's visiting him to also hear his thoughts on recent party matters. She says it's critical for her to always gather information from different sources in order to make the best decisions. So where are you going now?
これから港パーク芝浦に行きます。ここでパパとママたちと子育て支援に関する座談会をします。
By the way, she's wearing a bright blue dress today, which is her campaign color. In Japan, many politicians embrace a theme color, usually something bright like a strong red or green. Damn, it's such an open office back there. Very typical in Japan for government offices to be open like this to the public. As a mother herself, one of her goals is to improve the lives of her community members by making it easier to raise children. In order for her to do that, she regularly hosts hearing sessions with parents in the community.
で今実際に使っているのが、産後ドゥーラと
Oh, it seems like she's giving feedback about the support Minato City offers after giving birth. Apparently, you can get support from the city for a home helper and postpartum doula. That's interesting. Where are you going now?
これからはすぐそこに行きます。お疲れ様でした。
Can I ask you what you love about this job?
私だったら子育てしやすい世の中を作りたいっていう思いがあって、そういった社会に自分の力でなんとか近づけることができる、自分の理想の社会を作っていけるっていうことが一番のやりがいです。
写真が事後しか撮れなかった。
So local residents have been voicing concerns about how people are getting injured at the bike gates by the bridge, and one of the residents has volunteered to meet with her to explain the situation so she can better understand it. So one of Ayumi's biggest responsibilities is to help solve problems that residents are having. So after these type of hearings, she follows up with the city officers to discuss how it can be improved. Based on their feedback, she reports to the residents to see if the offered solution will be sufficient. Basically, acting as a conduit between the people and the city officials. So local residents can contact you directly?
そうです。私たち、私もそうですけど、職業はすごくオープン、開かれていて、もう誰でも私にコンタクト取れます。
Oh, she's back at home.
多摩地域ご通行中の皆様、こんばんは。私、港区議会議員の榎本あゆみでございます。
In Japan, it's common to see politicians giving speeches at the station, sometimes even on top of huge vans. It's called Gaito Enzetsu. It's a Japanese way to let the community know what your policies and goals are, and a way for them to remember you. It often happens in the morning or evening when commuter traffic is the heaviest. And Ayumi has keenly set up on the exiting side of the train station this evening to catch the commuters returning
こ
home.
の子育て世帯、子供を育てながら、そして
Do you need to get permission for this?
政治活動は許可は必要ありません。日本中どこでも OK です。
So after work, she volunteers for the community night patrol. And look, Hiro-kun is here. Local residents all get together to patrol the area to help prevent crimes by walking the neighborhood. So why do you do
こ
this?
れは街の安全を守るためにみんなで月に2回防犯パトロールをしています。
Oh, do you hear that sound? That's the sound of a hyoshigi, a traditional Japanese instrument. Often used throughout the year, it's kind of like a warning sound, and most notably used by the fire patrol to notify everyone that it's a dry winter and to be careful of burning things. But to many Japanese, it's a sound that signifies winter is here. Oh, they did an ichojime. Japanese perform this custom when they finish up an event to celebrate that it went safely and to thank people who participated. Finally, she's home, and I guess her and Hiro-kun are having somen noodles for dinner. Okay.
これしか入ってないよ、ママ。
After putting Hirokun to sleep, Ayumi continues her work from the living room. Since most of her day is spent meeting with people, she often has to do her follow-up desk work at night before she goes to sleep. And she'll probably go to sleep around 12 to 1 o'clock. So what did you guys think of a day in the life of a Japanese politician? Let me know in the comments. If you guys like this video, help me out and hit that like button. If you guys want to support the channel, check out the Tokyo merch, and if you guys want to see what I'm doing on the daily, check out my Instagram account. And finally, if you guys want to see more day in the life videos, hit that subscribe button and the bell button, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.